everyone, Raider Dashing Womble here. It's a very early morning or late night, one or the other. Anyhow, it's 2:45 in the morning on a Sunday morning. Anyhow, I was just about to go inside, and I thought, well, you know what, I've been wanting to do this other video for a bit in regards to lights for your vehicles. Now, it's currently rather wet outside, so I'm just going to stay in here rather than do this one. So yeah, lights for your vehicle. Put the wipers on a bit. If you got an older vehicle like me, you probably got the old halogen bulbs, or hopefully not the old incandescent bulbs, because they're pretty useless. Anyway, they were all right on the old cars when we had when they were better than candles, but they're not that great. Anyway, so LEDs, that's the way to go. LED, pretty getting less and less expensive to buy now. First, when they came out, they were pretty darned expensive, but now, I mean, you can buy a pair of flipping real good size ones for a couple for about $25. And I'll put some links below to the ones that I actually got for my vehicle. My ones are H11s, and I've actually got twin lights on the front of the van. Mine's a 2012 Dodge Grand Caravan, and currently I'm now steaming up inside the vehicle. Not very good. Darn it. Anyway, so, and you'd also want to make sure that you get the one with the ballast on it. The ballast is, actually I don't know all the technical stuff about it, so I'm not going to flip and tell you what I don't know. But basically, some vehicles with their electronics, they tend to, if you just put a straight LED bulb in it, it'll just make it flicker with the electronics having issues working with each other, I suppose. But if you get the one with the little ballast, it comes, you basically just get a cable at the end of the bulb, and you get this little block at the end of it, and then the plug in which to plug into your existing electrical port for the original headlamps. And it's all plug and play, really. It's really easy to do. There's no hardship at all to do it. If you've changed the headlight bulbs before, you've got no problems in doing these. The only things you've doing it in a Dodge Grand Caravan is little fat hands flipping have a problem in squeezing behind the little skinnier places. But it can be done. Just have to be a bit forceful. But yeah, it's and it's definitely worth doing. I have a graphic. I finally found a graphic in my phone. I've got loads and loads of pictures on my phone. I've got about 30,000 pictures in my phone. Good grief. Anyway, so I've got a graphic which I'll put up here, and you'll see the difference between the original halogen bulb. Because when I first started it on mine, all I did was put the outside, the main beam lights is all I had with the LEDs. And then when I saw how good, well, actually, because what I'd done, I'd made the mistake of buying them without the ballast, and they flickered a little bit after. So I ended up buying the ones with the ballast and putting those ones, because they're both the same on the inners, same headlamp bulbs. I just pulled them out of the main beams and put them into the full beams slots. And now just whenever I'm on full beam, I might notice a flicker every now and again. But no, they're very good. It's very, very well worth you doing. And I also got some LEDs to go into the reverse light bulbs too. And if you're a door dasher like me, when you're in the countryside late at night and you need all the light you can when you're backing up, because you've got to be able to see through that camera. Oh, excuse me. And I'll do it through the screen on here. It's pointless showing it on the back. I don't have any the original footage on that, unfortunately, but I will. I don't think I had the original pictures of that, because I know I did take some where it done the old bulb and the original bulbs, and I don't understand why Dodge did this. They've got a whole, like the rear lamp on a Dodge Grand Caravan after 2012 at least is all LED, with the exception of the reverse light bulbs. Why? They put just the usual incandescent bulbs in them. I don't understand why they did that. It seems it's not like the reverse lights and bulbs are used all that often. Anyway, not as often as the brake lights and indicators and tail lights, at least. Anyway, I'll put it through the screen here. I need to get that little cable out the way to make sure it's a bit easier. But let's have a look at the headlight bulbs. Let's move Paddington out of the way, put some headlights on it. And I'm just going to do it with, so I'm going to have to cut to another video, because me trying to figure out how to turn this around ain't going to work. So let's turn it around. I'll just cut to that. Alright, so here we go. We've got a rather rotten garage door, but never mind. Maybe DoorDash and pay enough that I can actually buy a better garage door someday. Anyhow, so like I said, let's do this. It's just the side lights, headlights, and they push out a lot of flipping light. If I go to full beam, there, a lot better than what they would normally be. And it's full beam again. So for me, I would definitely get them. Definitely get those lights. Well worth getting. So let me go and switch over to the reverse lights now. So we got that. Let's see if we can focus that in, and then put it in reverse. And there you go. I mean, you definitely want that when you're trying to get down a darker street or darker country lane or driveway at night. So there you go. We don't need that on. Yeah, that's the time. I do these flipping videos at crazy times of the morning. It is very hot in here now. Anyway, so yeah, I would, if you're thinking of the upgrade, think no longer, just put them in. Rear lights on the reverse light bulbs on the Caravan, on my one, very easy to get. Alright, so there you go. If you're thinking about putting LEDs in your car and upgrading them, think no more. Just go ahead and do them. Look on your work out what bulbs are needed for your car. Most places that you go on to, I would go to Amazon. One, because they deliver them to you. You don't have to sod about. Other is, most of the time they're cheaper than anywhere else. And they do have a tool on Amazon. You just put it in what vehicle you got, if you don't already know what bulbs fit in it, and then just tap in that you want headlights on it, LED headlights, and it'll come up and tell you what number bulbs fit your car. And if for some reason or other yours are not listed on there, I don't know why not, but anyway, you can also Google it and figure it out from there. Or failing that, ring up the dealership and I'm sure they'll be able to tell you. But I would definitely go to Amazon for it. Like I said, for the most part, they're cheaper to get. I found them to be cheaper to get bulbs, LED bulbs, and they have certainly a better range than your local car parts shop will have. Well, most of them at least. I mean, especially if they're like O'Reilly's or somewhere like that. O'Reilly's are great, but the trouble is they don't always have everything available. And some of those places, especially advanced auto parts, you really don't want to go in there and get them, because they'll cost you a lot more than you don't want to go in there. They're too expensive. Yeah, and I say they're too expensive because recently, sometime earlier this year, I was getting some coolant. I had a coolant leak on my van, and I bought some coolant, just a gallon of that, and it was like $20. And I thought, oh good grief, it's going to cost me a fortune until I get this bloody thing, get the monies together to put this, keep it running. And anyhow, next day I went to O'Reilly's, which was maybe a block away, a few hundred yards away from Advanced Auto Parts there in Lee's Summit, and it was $12 for the exact same thing that I bought. I compared them, exact same one. So if you look, you need to look around. O'Reilly's, so I didn't go any further than that, but I didn't check any other places, but O'Reilly's certainly ripping for a heck of a lot cheaper. So you need to search around, but I didn't look up coolant on Amazon though, but well, maybe I should do that. Anyway, so yeah, so I would just go to Amazon. One, if there's a fault with the bulb at all, then you can always get a hold of Amazon if the seller doesn't respond to you or whatever, and then Amazon will take care of it. And then they'll also get some delivered out to you again if there's a fault with it. So you've always got that behind you. I mean, yeah, I mean, if there's a problem at the car parts shop, you can just run down here and get it done, but anyhow. But I'll put a link to mine ones. I got the ones, mine, like I said, were H11, and they fitted in both the main beam and the full beam, so they were the same. So I'll put a link to that down the bottom of here. I'll also put a link to the reverse light bulbs. I can't remember what the number was on those, but those were well easy. Like I said, those were well easy to do. Just a couple of screws, Phillips screws, I think they were, to get those out, to get the whole lamp out the socket. It sounds a bit of a job, but honestly it really isn't. So you just pull the whole lamp out. There's a little plug in the back, just pull the plug out, swap the bulbs over. You will, on the LEDs, they only work one way. On a regular bulb, it don't matter which flipping way you put it in, but on an LED, it only works one way. So if it doesn't work the first time you put it in, just pull it out and turn it the other way, and it should be fine, unless it's a fault with the flipping bulb. So yeah, that's it. That's my recommendation on that. So if you need any more information, feel free to shoot me a message. I'll try to answer what I can. I am getting some other bulbs to go on, lamps to go on the front of the van, because it seems that I do quite a bit of country roads and very dark, I don't know, very dimly lit residential streets, certainly in the Kansas City and Lee's Summit and country areas, but that need a lot more light than what they already have. Anyway, so I'll be putting those on, getting some more of those, and as I get those, I'll just do a quick video about it, and you can determine whether you want to get some or not too. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers. Ta-da.